Why Words Work. 5 words to know in English with your host, David Corcoran. Hello and welcome to this very special episode of Why Words Work. Today, my guest is Sabine Erker, and she is a worldwide German language trainer. She coaches particularly people that are at the B2 to C2 level who are preparing for their exams. Worldwide exams are important, and taking exams to prove your German worthiness is also important. She really helps people to refine their German. She is the CEO of the company Schönes Deutsch. She also has a podcast available in over 80 countries. So really, it's very special to have Sabine join us today with her 5 words. Welcome, Sabine.
Thank you for having me, David.
And
It's a
thanks for
pleasure
making
being
the
here.
time for us. Yes, I'm sure you're very busy. I imagine being worldwide, you're on different time zones. So you might be up early, you might be maybe up late a little bit. Yeah, but that's
I'm an
one.
early bird. I'm an early bird, I have to admit. Don't like the late hours, but I love the mornings.
That's
Yeah.
great. Yeah, well, I mean, I'm also an early person. So yeah, it's nice to get up early, isn't it? You get a bit of time to yourself. You can really kind of plan your day and perhaps then really find the way to move forward in a positive way. Yeah, wonderful.
Absolutely.
Great. So your podcast, just tell us a little bit about that for a moment, because I'd love our viewers perhaps to connect with your podcast.
Yeah, I started my podcast like a year ago
Mhm.
to reach people all over the globe. People told me often in my language classes that one or two things they would like to look a bit more in detail into, and it started that I got the same requests over and over again. And I thought, why don't I put that in a podcast?
Brilliant. What a great
Uh,
idea.
and so far, I reached some lovely, lovely emails from Japan, Morocco, thanking me for that. And it's so sweet. And this is why I keep on doing it.
That's amazing. Of
Yeah.
course, great. Because you're in Vienna, Austria, where I am as
Mhm.
well. So, German is your native language, of course, then, which is
Yes.
wonderful. But today you've given me your 5 favorite English words. So, from trainer to trainer here. So, we've
Yeah.
got your 5 favorite words. So, let's have a look at your words as to why they work for you. So, your first word is humble, tending to
Yes.
consider yourself as having no special importance that makes you better than others, not proud. Tell us about humble, Sabina.
I think I have two different approaches to the word probably. I love doing yoga. I love doing meditation. I love to connect with people on one side. On the other side, I think it's very important as a teacher to stay humble in your mindset, um, to be on one level with your students, and to see the whole process as a giving and taking. When
Mhm.
I teach my students, it's not that I know more than them. I know a different area, maybe
Mhm.
better. Yeah, in this case, it's German. But very often, my students teach me so much. For
Mm.
example, if I work with someone in a technical field, oh, they tell me lessons there. Yeah, they really teach me as well.
Yeah.
And this is for me staying humble.
Yeah, wonderful.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's really good. I love that sort of
Mhm.
equality within the
Oh,
within your
absolutely.
training environment.
It's
Yeah.
only, I think, for me, it's only working like that.
Yeah, great.
Yeah.
Super. Euphoria, extreme happiness, sometimes
Yes.
more than is reasonable in a particular situation. Euphoria.
Euphoria. Yeah. First of all, I love the word because of the pronunciation.
Mhm.
It has a melody itself. It reminds me of this one song that was won, I think, at the Eurovision contest or something, song contest. Yeah. Um, but I think it's very important to stay positive.
Mhm.
Yeah. Also to enjoy every day,
Mhm.
not working towards I don't know, a 10-year goal or something. And it does not always have to be euphoria. Maybe sometimes laughing is enough already, or feeling happy. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. That's super.
But if you're in a
Having
group,
euphoria in mind as well. It's sort of at the end of that
yeah,
happiness
yeah,
spectrum, isn't it? To be euphoric and to have a sense of
absolutely.
euphoria. Yeah,
Yes,
brilliant.
yes.
Cool. Lullaby, a quiet
Yeah.
song that is sung to children to help them go to sleep. Nice word,
I
lullaby.
Again, I love the sound of the word. It's
Hmm.
just so sweet.
Yeah.
And I think music is so important.
Mhm.
And lullabies, when it says it quiets people down, I think they should not only be for children. I think at some points
Absolutely.
they should be for adults as well, because I
Yeah.
think all of us can take a bit of stress reduction from time to time. No, can't
Yeah.
we?
Absolutely,
Yeah.
absolutely, and I mean, definitely, Billy Joel wrote a song called "Lullaby," which
I
is one
remember
of
this
my
one.
favorite songs,
Mm,
and it's just so sweet that I think he's singing it to his young daughter at the time.
mm.
But just that sense of connection, I think that a lullaby can also bring. I have some children, and my wife definitely is the main lullaby singer in our family. She often took jazz sort of standards that she would know,
Uh,
turn them into these quiet, sweet songs to help
Tisket a
go to sleep.
Tasket was my
Yeah,
favorite also. For my son, it was a Tisket a Tasket and the
yeah.
Mockingbird, a
Ah,
classic, no?
lovely, lovely. So yeah, I mean, whether you sing or not, it's such a sharing and beautiful moment,
Oh,
isn't
it
it?
is.
Yeah,
Music connects.
yeah, yeah.
Mm.
Absolutely. Wanderlust. So I think this
Yeah,
word might be German, but the
it
wish
is
to
German.
travel far away and to many different places.
Yeah,
Wanderlust. Yeah.
it definitely does not have this definition. I mean, the same meaning in German, which is
Hmm.
so fascinating. If someone says to you Wanderlust in German,
Hmm.
you assume that this person likes to go hiking.
Ah, so the
That's why
love
I
of
love it. Mhm.
hiking, right,
Yes.
right.
Yeah. Um, but people would hardly ever say that, I would say.
Mm,
Um, and just to have this as an English word, yeah, this you want to go abroad, you want to see the world, and it's a German term. Again, it does something for me as
yeah,
a German native speaker. I'm so proud of my language that my language basically
yeah,
somehow implies that you want to see the world, which is pretty cool.
yeah. And of course, it's
No,
not
isn't
the
it?
only German word that's in the English language. So
Yeah,
some people, when you sneeze, will say Gesundheit in certain
that's
countries.
true.
Or we have words like Kindergarten or kaputt. I don't know. Schadenfreude has also
Yeah,
made its way into popular English culture as
yeah,
well, where people will say
true,
Schadenfreude.
true.
When you have that, is that the embarrassment for somebody, for your friend?
Yes, 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 yes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So these are sort of ways in which languages start to combine.
yeah.
I put you on the spot. Is there another German word you think that we should be using in English that could
No, I
be?
think we should use this one far more often because
Yes.
German often has such a negative cliche of being, hard and harsh.
Mm,
And this one gives it away how creative German is, how how
yeah.
how we want to be out in this world and how we feel like traveling and seeing places.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I often ask people, what's your favorite word in German? And I say
Hmm.
mine is wunderbar
Oh,
because it's
it's I love it.
lovely, it's long. And
Yeah,
here, wanderlust.
yeah,
Wanderlust, say it
yeah.
long and kind of enjoy it. I think that's the
German
way
is
that,
beautiful.
yeah,
It's
yeah.
it, it's sometimes it's considered hard, but there might be some dialects, yeah, that
Hmm.
might be considered because of some vowels or consonants, mostly
Yeah.
consonants, I would say, a bit harsh, but
Mhm.
it's not. I mean, especially in Austria, you know that we're singing.
Yeah.
Nobody's saying Guten Morgen. We're saying Guten Morgen.
Yeah, that's true,
Yeah.
isn't it? Yeah. Yeah.
We're singers over here. Yeah,
Yeah, that's true. And using the melody of the language then, which I guess is how
absolutely.
you help people at advanced levels to really
Yes.
shine and make the most of their language skills then.
Yeah.
Yeah, hence schönes Deutsch as your company
Yes.
name. So yeah, it really can be a beautiful language, can't it? And
Oh,
of course, the
absolutely.
poetry of Schumann, Goethe, Schubert. They're these composers from the
Mm.
1800s who really took words and created melodies to them as well. And of course, Vienna is very much a home of music, and so this
Oh, it is.
lovely melting pot of music and sound and people willing to say, yeah, guten Morgen, and sing
Yes.
song their way through life. I think that's really
A-
cool.
And we have a large number of synonyms
Mhm.
and sometimes very easy understandable words that really mean what they sound like. I don't
Okay.
have an example at hand, but we love combining words, for example,
Yes. Mm-hmm.
like
Hmm.
now it's funny when I'm teaching, it's the same thing happens. I always think of very, very funny examples, yeah.
Yes.
But for
Yes.
example, Hutablage, yeah, it's a
Mm-hmm.
place where you put your head, yeah. So it's the
Mm.
Hut and
Yes.
Ablage where
Right.
you put something, yeah.
Like
So we just take the words, put them together, and we have something new, yeah.
a whole new word. Yeah. Yeah.
Yes.
Well, here, wanderlust,
Yeah.
wanderlust, I guess, is
Yeah.
similar. Even if
It's
we take it as
absolutely.
a love of hiking, is
Yes.
really cool as well. So there's
Mm.
two meanings perhaps if you're studying German then. But as Sabina said, it's not used as often. So that's cool.
In German, we don't say ich habe Wanderlust.
Right.
Not
Yeah.
really.
Yeah. Fair enough. And bumblebee. This was a surprise. That's why I chose today's backdrop.
I love that.
Bumblebee, a
Yes.
large bee that is covered with short hairs and makes a loud noise when it flies, like a.
Yeah, again it's just the sound of the word and how it looks. I mean, so many e's and the b's, and it's a funny word. It's
Mhm.
round in itself, the word, even when you look at it.
Mm.
I love the word. In German, it's Hummel, which is
Hummel.
also
Ah, very
Hummel, which is
nice.
also a
Yeah,
funny word.
that's true. Yeah.
And
I
then when I
I don't live far from Kaffeehummel, in fact.
Oh, yes, yes, yes,
Uh,
yes.
so yeah, bumblebee. Yes.
Bumblebee. And I just, when I sent you the word, then afterwards I remembered reading a book to my son about a bumblebee, uh, but in German though. So
Yeah,
I
yeah,
think I would have loved to read this one in English, because
yeah.
saying the word bumblebee, 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 bumblebee
Yes, it's not easy. It's not
is
easy.
not easy, but fun.
Yes. And I'm reading a book, what it was is the study of language. It's like a textbook, and it just in
Mhm.
the first chapter said that the B and the M sound in English are the two most often used consonants. So it's really
Okay,
worth
interesting.
understanding the B and the M. So
Mm.
bumblebee, bumblebee. We get a chance
Mm.
to really explore both of those consonants with plenty of vowels as well in a
Yeah,
word like this. That's great. Yeah,
and it's
bumblebee.
also great to warm up your
Ah,
how,
your
how do you
mouth
call?
and your
Yeah, for speaking.
face
Yeah,
and for speaking, but that's true.
yeah,
Yeah, maybe we can
bumblebee.
create some exercises to
Yes,
share
on the
at some
bumblebee.
point. Yeah, that's wonderful. Well, let's review your 5 words then, Zabina. And yeah, I love our guests to say them, of course, in the way that they're
Absolutely.
meaningful to you. So in your
Super.
most beautiful English as opposed to your schönes Deutsch, let's hear your 5 words.
Yeah, I didn't tell you that. Basically, I studied English, and now it takes me back to my English studies because
Okay.
we had to do pronunciation training. Okay,
Ah,
let's
well, there
let's
you
do it.
go.
Okay,
All right.
good. So first one is humble, euphoric. Is that correct?
Yes.
Yeah, or euphoria, or yeah, both. Yeah,
Euphoria. Oh, yeah.
yeah.
Your word was
Which one did we
euphoria,
have?
but I'm
Yes,
feeling
euphoria.
euphoric, and I put the wrong word in. There you go. My apologies.
No, that was on purpose to see whether I can make an adjective out of it, right?
Yeah, yeah. Well, and now we've got a sixth word for today, so you get a bonus word if
I
you're
love
watching
it.
live.
Love
That's
it.
wonderful.
So it's a lullaby. Then we have wanderlust, and we have the bumblebee.
Yeah, bumblebee. I love that.
Perfect.
And saying it a little bit shorter, bumblebee. It has a nice sort of
Bumblebee. Okay.
onomatopoeic sound to it, where it sounds like you could imagine the bumblebee just sort of going from place to place
Yeah.
on a flower or in collecting pollen and things like that. So, Sabina, it's been wonderful to share a moment with you, and really thank you for
Absolutely.
sharing your 5 words. And of course, whether it's German or English, we have many bilingual, multilingual guests on Why Words Work. So seeing the way and hearing your insights is really special. So where can people find out more about you?
Yeah, you can either contact me on my website, www.schoinesdeutsch.at, or you check out my podcast. You can also find that on my homepage and see whether you want to go on the Apple account or Spotify or
Hmm.
via Amazon.
Great.
And yeah, you can also drop me a line.
So,
and
and
say
I
hello.
assume you're on LinkedIn as well. That's where we connected.
Yes, we can
Yeah,
be. I can
yeah.
be found on LinkedIn.
LinkedIn, great. And at
Yes, absolutely.
schönesdeutsch.at there. That's wonderful. Well, Sabina, thanks for joining us today. It's been really
Thanks for having
lovely
me.
and special to have you on here. So, yeah, any last words you want to share with our viewers?
Yeah, enjoy learning languages and enjoy playing with words because this is what makes life fun.
Absolutely. Wonderful. Thanks for joining us, and we'll see you soon.
Thank you. Take care. Bye bye.
Why Words Work. 5 words to know in English.